Welcome. I'm not sure what we're welcoming you to, but we're going to welcome you to the Creative Control podcast and also to the Above and Beyond Studios podcast. Call it a 2-in-1. But today we're going to censor, I guess, on the way Creative Control podcast does things. And we like to start our podcast with who, what, where, when, and why. Who are you? What do you do? When did you start doing it? Where do you do it? Or where are you from? And why do you do it? So, start with who?
I'm Stefan. Let's get it on. Stefan Jackson. Who?
Who? What?
What I do? I was like, oh, which one is it? What I do, what we do, Above and Beyond Studios. Above and Beyond Studios helps people in the community be able to, honestly, helps digitally. It's a marketing firm to be able to help smaller businesses grow. How do you need growth? Digital. How do you need growth other ways? Marketing, advertising, development, e-commerce, solutions, projects, prospects. What do you need? Stefan Jackson, Amon Stupard, you guys. I feel like I should rap. All right, but I'll save that for later. That's what.
So, who, what, where?
Where? Boston, Massachusetts, home base. This is where we at. This is where we stay. More specifically, Jamaica Plain. Right next to, Franklin Park, doing a thing over there. Just got to get over there. Go on nice walks in the park. Nature. Stay with it. It's good for the soul. So Boston, Mass, and definitely New England. Went to school, UMass Lowell, New England guy. Cool. We
got a rep.
Oh, yeah.
And we got when. So when did you guys start this, or when did it become an idea?
I'm going to say December 30th first. When? That was the day I was born. Greatness. So let's start there. December 30th. Who else for December 30th? You should ask that.
What?
Who else for December 30th? You should ask that.
Who else for December 30th?
Oh, legends. Legends were made on December 30th. Not just myself. But, hey, I'm a mini legend right now. Got to get to...
For now,
exactly.
For now.
Thank you. Amen. But then we also have one of the greatest golfers to ever play the game, Tiger Woods. December 30th, mic drop. And then the king who tore up the league for the last 30 years, 20 years, King James, December 30th. So that's when.
And why?
Buckets.
Buckets. Y'all heard it?
You already know.
Ain't no more questions after that.
Amen. Why? To be able to help and support people in our community. Above and Beyond Studios, Freedom TV, we have many different products of how we're able to help people in the community. Elevate voices, elevate products, elevate industries, influencers. There's a lot of different things that we can be able to do. And we're like, hey, let's get to it.
Cool.
You can market anything.
Cool. And let's move on to your partner. Same questions. Who, what, where, when, and why?
Yes. Who? Amon Stupard. What we do. I don't even need to follow up any of that.
Yeah, you do.
One more time.
Exactly.
One more time. The other side, what we do, we help people save money. So if you use Google Chrome, we help you find coupons. We help you shop local. Our goal is to support local businesses as well as helping people save money. What we do.
Cool. And you mind just pulling that mic a little bit closer to you?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Introduce yourself. Oh, it's your boy Ronnie Lama. This is not Ronnie Lama Streams. I'm so sorry. This is everything else.
Ronnie Lama Q.
My bad. I was in the zone. But yeah.
Lama.
Thank you. I'm gonna give before we even really get started. Sorry to interrupt you, Amon. And thanks for reminding me to introduce myself. Big shout out to both podcasts because that I'm doing it because of both of y'all. So shout out to Superstar, shout out to the Freedom TV and Above and Beyond Studios, and also shout out our new photographer for Creative Control Podcast. You already know what it is. Engineer.
Shout out.
New name. Oh, Berkshire Studios. Stop playing.
Let's go.
Who made that name?
Let's go.
Hey, smart.
It's all about the studio.
Beautiful. No, first off, Berkshire, because then you can think of Hathaway. One of the largest. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, money.
It's
Keep
just
it up.
straight money.
Let's get it. No, I'm with it.
The
I'm
money
with it.
studio.
Yeah,
That's what I hear.
100%.
I hear
That's
the
a money
money
studio.
studio.
Dance it off. Oh, we're starting the dancing. Sorry.
Oh, dancing started already.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, Stephon starts dancing. I might have to start dancing too on camera.
Always.
Shoulders.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Amon, let's finish up. So we did the who, we did the what, when. I guess it's the same question really, but when did you decide like, all right, I really want to do this?
Yeah. So originally we started back a couple years ago. This was probably late 2019 when we were getting things going. Really kicked it into high gear in 2020. That's when small businesses got hit the most, and that's when we really stepped up to the plate to do our part. And then, what was the next question?
Who, where, who, what, where, when, why?
Why? And then the why. The why is back to what we do. The why is to help people save. Bottom line, that's the goal. Help people save. We can help them save local. Even better.
Nice,
Two birds, one stone.
Now, in the answering of, I think it was Stephon who ended up saying this. You mentioned Freedom TV. You also mentioned Above and Beyond Studios, and I know there are other things that y'all can mention. Do you mind just giving us an idea or some type of, not actual visualization, but help us visualize where does Freedom fall? Where does Above and Beyond Studios fall? Where does anything else that you might offer fall?
Absolutely. So, Above and Beyond Studios is our marketing firm, and that's where we help businesses with design, with marketing services, as well as creating the products that we have and the platforms that we have. So, Above and Beyond Studios is the company that helps businesses, and then we created Freedom products to support those businesses, and that is the Freedom TV Plus you see on our shirt to support local influencers, support local businesses, and that's the media side of the platform. And then I'll let Steph speak to the shopping side of the
On
platform.
the shopping side, where ABS. Sorry about that. Thank you. Appreciate it. And so the shopping side is Shop with Freedom. And this is a way where we connect the small businesses. And a lot of small businesses have products that you've never heard of. But you go to Amazon, you shop there all the time. When's the last time you shopped on Amazon?
Probably like this month.
Amen.
Sure.
You?
Today.
What'd you get?
I got a 12 pack of Celsius drinks.
A 12 pack of drinks.
Huh.
I love that. Why didn't you buy local? Exactly. And so that is why we are here. We want to be able to help more small businesses have the same opportunities as these larger companies to be able to market properly, to be able to be on the internet in a different way and in a different sense. In Shop with Freedom, we have a browser extension and a website right now that are super operative where you can be able to go and see it visually. And so small businesses up there, they want to be able to advertise their product. They can actually go up there and post their product up there. Pops up on Amazon.com, Macy's.com, Sephora.com, Chewy.com. So there's like plenty of websites, and then it's like right there. So then you can be able to see a small business, purchase from that small business. If not, here's a coupon.
Would you say you have any competitors in the game?
Of course, there's always competition.
Who?
So competitors in the game, I'd say right now. Have you ever heard of Honey?
I've heard of Honey, yeah. I think I've actually had Honey for a short time. I don't have it
Amen.
anymore because, you know.
Shop with Freedom.
Shop
Shop
Freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
What they do, baby. That's what's good. And so definitely competitors in this space, competitors in the game. And just to put some light on that, Honey was purchased by PayPal within the last
3 years. Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
2019, they made that purchase for $4 billion.
So would you say that's a goal for Above and Beyond Studios or for Freedom TV or for any of the products that you offer to ultimately be bought out by a PayPal, by a Google, by a Tesla or something like that?
I would say it would be foolish not to have that on the radar. And why recreate the wheel? Replicate and be able to do it different and do it better.
Right.
And right now, not a lot of people are focused on serving the small businesses and serving community. They're all thinking enterprise companies such as McDonald's, such as Burger King's, like these huge companies, Sephora, Abercrombie. I saw them on Netflix recently, and I was like, what's going on here? I don't know who's actually shopping there. But but a lot of these larger companies have just like the support of Honey, and Rakuten is another competitor to answer your last question. But this is a way to be able to have small businesses get the opportunity, get the chance, and get the visibility that they need to compete.
Cool. And you're offering a lot for small businesses and local small businesses. What would they have to do necessarily to become part of the group, become part of this Freedom ABS family?
All it takes is an email. One email, give us a call. We're going to pop up our email, put that in the description for you.
Yes, we are.
Shoot us an email, shoot us a call.
Llama Q.
Also, make sure you go check out the Above and Beyond Studios podcast. It's on YouTube. We have 4 episodes out right now. 5th one is coming up Monday.
Monday.
And we're always giving out gems. I mean, you're getting a taste of it here right now with this podcast. But if you really want the good stuff, trust me, you're gonna want to watch one of those episodes. I mean,
Don't say it like that.
no.
That good.
You want that good?
No.
You want some good?
No, I'm talking about the good, like the business talk. You know, you like the good business talk, entrepreneur talk.
No take backs.
They're giving us the small stuff right now.
Good.
But yeah, that good. You know.
Say good.
So I know y'all mentioned COVID being one of the things that one of the reasons why I guess you started this, and COVID being a time when small businesses really came into the need of ultimately your product. Before that, would you say there's anything in your upbringing or anything like that that already set you up to be in that position to even realize that was a problem that your community needed?
Yeah, definitely. Should I take this one?
Absolutely, you got it.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
100%. And so, first off, the community is so important, and I think that's something where people don't like. It takes a community or it takes a village to like raise a kid. Like, and I believe that 100%. Amon and I are actually cousins, and so just our family members have been so close, and like we grew up like brothers, and our parents have different small businesses. And my parents grew up, they used to own a bunch of real estate together. And with that, they were able to operate as a small business. And they taught me just the value of being able to support like local people. And right now, currently, my mom has a bed and breakfast down in Texas. Nice. And it's a beautiful, nice, petite bed and breakfast.
What's it called?
Granbury Gardens.
Where's it at?
Granbury, Texas. Very good. Yes. And she has a small business, and during COVID, her worries were, hey, like, how do we market properly? How do we get people coming into the doors? What are different resources that we can be able to use? And we were able to help them. We were actually able to help them update their website. And their website before, it was great. Mom, it was great. But it's better now. You're welcome. And so just the fact that I think COVID also opened up the eyes to small businesses realizing digital is the future. And even if you don't like the ticky-tacky or the future or the web 3.0, if you want your business to succeed, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get with it, or you're going to get lost and left behind. And right now we definitely see an area where it's like we can help and serve these small businesses, help with getting them to update their websites, helping them to update their branding. Branding is extremely important. Like, look at this branding. This is beautiful. This is Creative Controls. Look at that. Nice, simple, elegant. I hear the snaps. I hear them. Keep it coming. What's up? But no, branding's extremely important, and being able to see that and be like, oh, that's Creative Control. Oh, this is clearly Freedom. I hope you can read. But like, please, if not, it looks like Mario. What's good? Let's get it. But these are extremely important, and the more small businesses, and I think COVID exposed a lot of people, and it exposed a lot of businesses. And now is an opportunity for people to be able to do that and we're doing it in a cost-effective way. We're not the cheapest option because no, our work is amazing. Cost-effective? Yeah, you're welcome. Let's go and get these buckets.
No bang for your buck.
Whoa.
Cool. Thank you.
Amen.
Now, the Creative Control podcast likes to dig into, I guess we're gonna call it a day to day.
Mm.
You know, try to see how is it that you guys actually work on a day to day basis. How is it that y'all get your work done? Like, what does an average week look like for Freedom, for Amon, or for Stefan?
Yeah. Well, so an average day, it's tough to call because it changes.
Mhm.
It changes
Week
so
to
much. Just to give an example, a couple weeks ago, we got to spend some time with you, and we got to visit UMass Lowell and speak to the students about the next steps after college. And then the next day, we're spending all day on sales calls. The next day, working on our product, working with small businesses, getting more businesses onto the platform. So it changes from day to day. And there's because there's a lot that we're doing, a lot of people that we're helping, a lot of different types of people that we're helping. So it varies.
And how do you help yourself get through those days, through those weeks?
How do we help ourselves? I think the team. I think that everyone on the team helps each other. When everyone sees someone dropping a ball, comes in, scoops it, picks it up, slam dunk.
Yeah, buckets.
Buckets.
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
You got anything to add to that, Stefan?
Buckets. I feel like you knew.
I do.
Splash.
Um,
I shoot it. I missed it. Psych. I swish it. Right? I love it.
I'm a little low on questions. I'm not gonna lie, but is there anything y'all want to let us know right off the bat?
I do. And actually, we're gonna flip it and switch it. Ronnie Lama.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. First and foremost, when are you dropping your next album?
Here we go. Here we go.
I got a follow up too.
Oh, why? By the end of the year. No specific date, but 2021. We're in 2021, right?
2022.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. 2022. You'll get something, yeah. 2022, we'll definitely have something for y'all. Not a full project, but a couple songs here and there, and hopefully some visuals. So that's all I'll get.
So we calling it an EP, or we calling it like? We need to hear some things.
Well, right now, we worry about the media stuff. You feel me? The podcast that we working on, the Love Life Media. We got the ABS Studios. We got Creative Control Podcast. I mean, we out here just creating content, man.
What about the
every day.
music?
It's there.
Went to podcasts from the music. All right.
Multi-hatted person.
Very true.
Oh yeah, very true. Very true.
Ronnie Lama.
Now,
Wait, I got follow up.
Yeah.
You're not getting away. You're not getting
There's definitely
away.
another one.
Yeah. So there's this podcast I'm waiting for, and it rhymes. Not even it rhymes. It's Stu Boys. You gotta give me something.
well, it's working. It's working.
It's working?
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all some exclusive stuff right now. Exclusive for CCP. Exclusive
Let's
for ABS.
get it. Let's do
Yes, we are in the process of recording a comeback for the Stu Boys podcast.
Hey.
Let's not get the full claps around just yet. You feel me? You know,
Stop.
this is the exclusive information. Is that unfortunately we won't all be returning to the podcast, but the Stu Boys vibes will still be there. You feel me? We're still gonna give you all that good random content because literally there's no way to pinpoint what the hell we talked about. It's just random. So yeah, that's in the works, and it definitely happens because people like Amon are constantly just, hey yo, where's this Stu Boys podcast?
The show
Where's
must
this Stu
go
Boys?"
on.
Keep it going.
Appreciate it.
Keep it going.
Yeah, so that's what the Stu Boys coming along.
Nice.
I wanted to mention the website because you guys mentioned it earlier. You mentioned the extension, which does dope things. It pretty much helps you save no matter where you shop online. But the next thing is a website, right? Why the hell would I go on your website? Which is what even is your website?
So our website right now, it's freedomreigns.com.
Mhm.
And you would go to it, one, if you wanted to see those same coupons on our extension. Two, if you wanted to see more products, as well as the media that we're incorporating into this Freedom platform. So we also have an influencer network, Freedom TV Plus, and we host our content creators' content on that site, as well as some games that you're going to want to check out. So what we're trying to do is we're helping people, one, save money, but two, we're trying to give them something to enjoy. So while you're saving money, you can play some games, watch some content. Maybe you'll get some rewards that you can use to shop. You never know what you may
Nice little
find.
coupons while gaming.
Yeah, little coupons on gaming. You never know what you'll find.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Oh shoot, just derailed. Cool. That sounds dope. I really don't have any more questions for y'all. So, if y'all have anything else to say, anything else you want to mention about the brand, we got the llama cues in. We got a good recording time. So,
Oh. So, tell me more about what llama stands for.
Not getting away.
you remember that episode that I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come on Creative Control Podcast." It could be this is the episode, I guess. This is the Ronnie Llama episode. Nah, but
Ronnie Llama. Llama cute.
Llama stands for Love, Life, and Make Art, and it's.
Wow, I just put that together. What the fuck?
I never put it together. Like
Never.
Yeah, so Love, Life, and Make Art. That's Llama. So
It all makes sense.
It's your boy Ronnie
Exactly.
Llama. And yeah, and we are all part of the Love, Life, and Make Art family. Because we love life and we're doing what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Or at least that's the goal. It's not as easily accessible per se every single day, but the goal is for that.
Isn't that deep? Isn't that deep? That's so much deeper than just looking at what you think is an alpaca. That is what I believe. And I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Like, love life and make art.
Has anyone ever? No one's ever guessed.
You can't.
Guess that? Hell no. No
Yeah,
way.
no one
Jose.
will ever.
No way. They could read Love, Life, and Make Art. Like I could even make the first letters like what do you call the
Different
art,
colors or
whatever.
something like that,
Anything,
yeah.
bro. They're still not gonna see it. They're
Yeah.
still not gonna see it.
Love life, make art.
Well done.
Oh, very well done. That's
Well
such
done.
an amazing.
I just thought it was your favorite animal.
Literally everyone is. I wanted to ask another question. I love that we keep talking and then I end up coming with more questions. So let's keep doing that.
Let's go.
What have y'all done so far to help your community? I know, or like, can you give us a specific example of either a specific company, that you have helped already, and how you've helped them? I know you
Yeah.
mentioned your mom earlier and their website.
So that was definitely like one that was very close to home. Another one is Allure Organic, and they're based out of Lowell and Lawrence. Do you know Angela Pagan?
No, I don't know anybody from there. I only
Okay.
know this because I have your extension
Okay.
on my computer.
Yeah, and so
Supporting local.
amen. And so she has all natural products, and we were actually able to like go and just like do a show just on her, and being able to just help her market in that different sense. And I actually got like an American facial. Never got one before.
What's an American facial?
All right, how do I explain it? I have
What are all the other facials like?
I
Is there a
never knew
Dominican
there was,
facial?
It's an American. There's like a avocado, coconut.
So why do Americans get their own facial?
I don't know. It looked cool. But all I know is it looked cool. And my face felt amazing. My pores were open. My skin felt healthier. And she was just doing that. And I was just, and like there was like this mist in the air. And I was like, this is cool. It was an experience.
You said
Like,
is this also one of your or not one of yours, but one of the women-run brand?
yeah, woman
Yes.
founded, woman run, woman owned. And that's
Latina
amazing.
owned too.
Latina owned. Let's get it.
Mhm.
Hey, señorita.
Shout out Allure Cosmetics, Allure Beauty, Organics.
Atlanta Organic.
And so yeah, they're doing their thing. And that was just one like small way. And right now too, another one is Urban Golf Club.
Mm-hmm.
And this one recently just partnered with, within the last like 2 months, Amon and I have been able to be invited onto the board over there.
Mhm.
And so we're able to now actually go and talking with kids in the community in Urban Golf Club. We're helping like teach kids like how to play golf, financial literacy, and that's all led by Marco Spa. And he's based out of Mattapan, Mass, but he and I went to school back in like high school together,
Mhm.
and so I've just known him for years. And he's Tiger Woods, December 30th. Boom! It's a good day. It was a beautiful day. That's all I know. Something happened on that day.
Legend.
LeBron James. So, and truthfully, we definitely want to be able to do more in the community and just in the Black community as a whole. The issue is around education and the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And why I say that is because a dollar in a Jewish hand and in the Jewish community, it will touch 26 other Jewish hands before it leaves the community.
And what's the stat for like how long it actually circulates, like amount of time?
Time I'm forgetting right now.
'Cause I know that was a.
No, it's some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But if we want to talk about the Black community, and okay, but first, and then so that's the Jewish community, 26 hands. The Asian community, it's like 18 to 15 hands that it touches before it leaves their community.
Mm-hmm.
The Black community, it's like 0.6.
Not even one hand.
So not even a full dollar will touch another Black person's hand when it touches a Black person. It will go to probably the white community, the Indian community, the Asian community. So our thing is we need to re-educate, reformulize, and really just get things together because that is disgusting. And you want to know the crazy part? The Black spending power in America is $1.7 trillion.
What does that mean?
That
The
means
spending
that we
power.
spend so much money. We have money, but we take it and then we push it away
Mm-hmm.
instantly. And the dollar, as soon as it comes into our hand, that dollar, it's gone within 6 hours. The Jewish hand, I think it's there for like days.
Mm-hmm.
But like ours, it's gone within 6 hours. So it's like, cool, nice to have, and bye. That is not how we're supposed to be able to serve our community.
It's not how we build equity.
It's not how
Not
we
at
build
all.
equity at all. And we build everything in this nation,
Mm-hmm.
from the music to the entertainment to like literally half of the inventions. Even the stoplight was made by a Black man. And that's everywhere. Like, and then, I mean, we can go back just to all like the things that we created, but like, what do we have to show for it in today's day and age? And where are we putting our money into these other corporations that aren't actually thinking of us and thinking back?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where we're trying to be able to make our stand where, hey, we don't own our technology. Let's start building it. And so that was the inspiration behind. First, it was like, hey, let's help people save money. But it's like, hey, let's help us own something, build something, use something that can actually support us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Above and Beyond Studios.
Now, let me ask you a question because what you're doing is it's a really strong movement. And the reason I say it's a really strong movement is because I kind of compare it to Black Wall Street. And if you think about what happened to Black Wall Street and the reason why it doesn't exist anymore, does that thought come into mind at all? Like, do you have those fears of you being able to build something like Black Wall Street, but then almost knowing that it's not gonna last because of other circumstances?
So no, because we're able to help everyone.
Cool.
That's where we, first and foremost, we're able to help everyone. Like small businesses, you can have small businesses. Black businesses, hey, we'll help you too. Local businesses, we'll help you too.
Mhm.
Latina, let's do it. Indian,
Mhm.
let's do it. My people, our people. People are people.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're able to help and serve the community. There's many different communities out there, and we want to be able to be there to actually serve the community. And we just see our niche as, first off, we're just black men. So it's like, hey, we know what happens in this community. We know what this community needs. Let's start here. Definitely want to be able to branch and reach, but first it's like, hey, let's start here. Let's figure it out. Small businesses, Boston, JP. But hey, let's figure out how we can help more people shop locally here. Because everyone is going on to Amazon. Like we said today, 215 million people today went on to Amazon.com. Made it, 215 million people. What happens if just a small segment of them use shop with freedom, and they were able to purchase from a local business?
And still get exactly what they were gonna get, most likely,
Mhm.
if not something better.
Exactly. And that's where we're like, hey, we'll toss that local business. Please just click onto that. Go onto the website, make that purchase. Do that once every 5th time you go to Amazon. Once every 12th time you go onto Amazon. And then you're actually going to be able to make such an impact into your community, into that small business. And you can help Sally send her kid to college.
Shout out Sally.
And so that's definitely where we see our thing. And we don't see it as there's a way of separation. Like, no, we don't want to be able to separate. But it's like, hey, we definitely want to be able to make a stand and make an impact.
I really like that answer. One of the one of the reasons I really like that answer is because I feel like a lot of times the black community feels like they need reparations, but that's all they want. It's just like they just want to take. You know what I mean? And not that they're wrong in that. Like, it's understood why they might have that mentality, but I think it's very important that you mentioned, like, you're not just trying to take, you're also trying to give back. You feel me? Like, yeah, you there's certain taking that comes in, but that's just to make sure that we can give everybody
Mhm.
more. You feel me? Like, you're not just like, oh yeah, this is just for black community. This is just for black people. You feel me? You're like everybody. So it's dope, especially like you mentioned, like you being a black man and just putting that out there, because it's a different outlook than I feel like a lot of the black community has. Like, me personally, I feel when you do have that other mentality, you're not really gonna get anywhere. Like, who wants to work with that? You know what I'm saying? You're in a position where it's like, you feel me? Like, white people will want to work with you, Asian people want to work with you. You're not discriminating against nobody, which means, you feel me? You're gonna get all different kinds of colors of money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Not just the green kind.
Oh, I just want the green kind.
Nah, but you feel me? Like, you can make this shit worldwide. You can get the blues and the purples and the clears and all that shit coming in. Like, why? Because you're not saying this is just for black people. You're saying this is for the community,
Mhm.
and everyone has a community.
Mm-hmm.
So
Communities everywhere.
that was a dope answer. I really like that. I think we're kind of sort of coming to an end here. Both.
See yourself in 3 months? Where do you see yourself in 6 months?
Ooh.
A year?
So
Ask it out.
Like
Yeah.
Roku.
Gotta-
Talk about the Roku.
oh yeah. We got to.
Absolutely.
The
Couple.
Roku, and then we can do live, and we can wrap it up.
Like, see, this is why you're our interviewer.
Yeah.
So yeah, we mentioned the Roku.
Yeah, so it'll start with Roku. So we have our TV application for Freedom TV Plus, and that's where we host our absolutely brilliant content creators such as Ronnie Lama.
Ronnie Lama.
Yeah, we
Soon
host.
to be Creative Control.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Oh yeah,
Let's
Creative
get it.
Control's getting on there soon. We have content creators from podcasts up there, people who make short media for social or short content for social media. We have different other types of influencers on there. Some musicians, some models, and I guess just all types of influencers and creators. And we use that to help them promote themselves as well as promoting the small businesses that we work with on our Shop with Freedom platform. So it's a good way for us to combine the influencers and the local business to create our own digital community, because we're all about community.
And this is just on Roku?
It is just on Roku at this moment. We're doing some updates to our Amazon Fire TV.
Okay.
So be on the lookout for those updates coming soon. Gonna have a whole new backlog of content, a lot of Above and Beyond Studios podcast content, some Creative Control podcast content on there. So gonna get a nice refresh.
Do you guys have Roku's or Amazon Fire TVs?
I have a Roku.
Fire
Roku?
TV,
Fire TV.
jailbroken.
Jailbroken. Like it in Roku?
Allegedly.
All right.
Roku, nice.
I like it. So nice little mix. And you guys at home was good. Drop that dun-dun a.
All right. And then move on to our final question then that we got for y'all is where do y'all see yourselves in 3 months, 6 months, and what's 6 months from now? That's like September or something like that.
Mhm.
And let's just say where do y'all also see yourselves at the beginning of next year?
Oh yeah. So 3 months from now, we are going to be ending our first internship class. We're bringing on some interns for our company, help them get some more real world experience. So it's going to be the offboarding of them. It's going to be the first time we do that in 3 months. So that's going to be very good for us. It's a new stage of our company. And then we're still going to be focusing on Boston. That's our goal, is to get as many influencers in Boston as we can, working with local businesses in Boston, and do our best to just support this community to start. And then 6 months from now, we are working on some further developments of our Shop with Freedom application to bring it to mobile devices. So that's going to be a really big push for us to get people shopping with freedom on iOS, to get them shopping with freedom on Android. So that's going to be a really big push for us.
Excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're excited
be
too.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Oh yeah. And that's 6 months from now. And then a year from now, it's tough to say a year from now. What would you say a year from now?
Puerto Rico.
I like it. I like it.
Puerto Rico. Nice, simple, easy. December 30th. Puerto Rico.
So you're going to Puerto Rico on December 30th?
No, a year from now, we're probably going to, it's going to be spring. It's going to be beautiful.
Um,
I love Puerto Rico, so I just had to say it a few different times. We're very big into crypto as well, and very good tax laws for cryptoites and crypto-ians. That's not a name that's actually used. I just made that up right now.
Is that people who use crypto?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I made it. Kryptonians.
I
feel like
that.
that-
I think that's my
Kryptonians?
favorite one.
Kryptonians.
All right, that's it.
That's a good one. Shout out to
Kryptonians,
DC.
right? Oh, they already have that one. Oh, that's definitely trademarked. I can't take that.
Superman's
All right,
planet.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh.
he got that. He got that. Yeah, Superman. He's lucky.
All right. And,
But a year from now, I'd definitely say that growth. I would say it's going to be just growth. That's going to be the season, and I think spring is a beautiful season for everyone in everything, like business as well, because like everything's sort of coming back to life. It's like the earth just took a breath. It just exhaled during the winter. Now it's taking that nice little fresh air of oxygen. All the trees are happier. The plants are blooming. The company's growing. So yeah, it's going to be a nice little season. Right now, beautiful season. Next year, beautiful season.
love it. Love it. Love it. And I know there's one thing that we didn't mention, and you touched on it a little bit, growth, right? And we also mentioned equity, or I did a little earlier. We haven't talked about how, people can buy into the company, right?
People can buy into the company. Yes, they can.
Talk a little bit
And
about
yes, you should. All right. We as people. Hold on. Do you guys hear the beat? I feel it in my feet. All right. I'm going to work at this beat. Feeling it. Feeling it.
Jeff got the door.
He better not stop. I
Just
feel
holding
it.
it
Though.
open.
All right. That was a nice little. So definitely right now, that was a beautiful question just about equity. And one thing in our communities, we don't own equity. Do you guys buy stocks?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. Sort of. No. Okay.
I'm gonna
Guys,
start paying them in stocks.
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's an amazing
Stocks and
thing to be
crypto.
able to do.
Good idea.
Stocks,
Stocks and
crypto.
crypto.
Please start doing that.
Yeah. it's
And
money.
so in our communities, especially locally, you're going to have bits and pieces. Only 6% of the population is investing in crypto right now. 6 means 94% of everyone else isn't investing into crypto. So we're just saying Above and Beyond Studios right now has their share price for the company at $1.65. $1.65. So right now you can actually be able to go on and purchase into our company. So if you, let's say 20 years ago, seeing what Amazon is today or seeing what Honey is today, if you had the chance to purchase into Honey, would you purchase into Honey?
For that price you just said? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Would you purchase,
right?
would you purchase into
I would
Honey?
try to
Yeah.
buy honey.
Exactly. And so this is where the investing comes in, because you put that money and then you look away and then you just focus on other things, because then live your life, but then let that money continue to grow. And that's the power of investing, because over time it's going to double, it's going to duplicate itself as the funding rounds happen. When more people put money into it, your money's going to go, oh, I have 4 shares. Oh, I have 8. I have 8 shares. Oh, wow. Now I have 32. And you're just like, whoa. Like, it just grows and grows and grows. And we're at $1.65. Go and get your shares.
Go and get them.
Go and get your shares. And so you can go right to freedomreigns.com, RAINS, blah, blah. Freedomreigns.com. And then there's a nice little invest button right at the top. Click that bad boy. It's going to send you to Net Capital's website. You get to see I see you doing it right now. Let's get it. Gang.
Shout out.
Let's get it. Creative control. Let's get some buckets. And so definitely just go on, and it's easy. It's $1.65. Freedomreigns.com. Go right there, and then there's an invest button. You press that bad boy. You press that thing. Yes. Happy you got that. That was a lot of stuff.
That was on beat
Right?
too.
Yeah,
that was
it
on
felt
beat.
it. It's like, hey,
She got
hey.
every
I know,
shot.
right? Feeling it.
What's
I
up?
like it. Loving it. Guys, best photographer in the game.
Let's go.
Berkshire. Burke. So that was amazing. So Freedom Reigns, you press that invest button, brings you to Net Capital. You create an account, and then that is going to be able to hold your shares as well. And the minimum amount you can buy is $99 worth. But would you put $99 towards Amazon.com 20 years ago, or would you put a nice little sum? You'd want to put something that's like, hey, let me try to retire in like a few years because Amazon. And Jeff's idea was crazy. 100%. Bezos.
No,
Okay. Just want to make sure. Jeff Bezos.
At the time, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the
Everyone's
time,
like,
totally crazy.
What are you doing? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And
Who's gonna buy it online when I can go to the store? And now you think about it, people can't go to the store. We had a period where you like legally could not go to the store, and people are talking about Jeff is crazy.
wow, that just blew my mind just thinking about it like that.
and
It's
so
insane.
and so for us, we're like, small businesses have, so the couponing industry, this is why it's important to us. Small businesses, there were over 272 billion coupons distributed in 2019. How many were actually accepted? 7 billion.
It's very low compared.
Very low. But for the first time ever, digital surpassed paper. Digital only put out, let's say, 19 billion, and they had 7.2. Paper coupons put out 181 billion, and they only sold 7 billion of those coupons. So digital is making this upward trend, and paper is now making this upward trend. How often do you carry any paper with you? No.
Not even.
Where's your phone?
Yeah, not even.
It's on you real quick. Your phone is right there. You're like, yeah, I'm usually on it. So that's where it's like, hey, we're making this change where why we want the mobile app to come out 6 months, to be able to give you guys, everyone, coupons to local businesses in their vicinity, their area, their community, where they can now start saving money in their community. And this is why it's like, hey, invest your money, because this is an area where we're going to be able to have, hey, if you invest in the company, When the company makes money, you make money. Invest. December 30th. Boom, 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 boom. I
Thank
forgot
y'all
about that
for tuning
one.
in. It's your boy,
Yeah, no,
Ronnie Lama. This was Creative Control Podcast featuring Above and Beyond Studios, Freedom TV. We had a monster part, and Stephon Jackson here supporting, representing the city, the brand, Love Life. You already know what it is. Shout out our studio. Our studio says Love Life or something like that. I forget whatever you say, Super.
Work from our studio.
Yeah, words from our studio.
Words from
Love
our
Life.
studio. Amen. Amen. And make art?
Or do whatever the fuck you want, but you know what it
Make art, make tech, make
Llama,
something.
make something.
Make something.
So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Here we have it. We had a good 30-minute conversation. It actually looks like 45, but we done here. We gone. We out of here. Let's go save, make some coupons, get some buckets. You already know what it is.
Hey.